Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul, Mike 0, Whiskey November uniform, or 26 Charlie Tango 730 if you catch me on 11 metres and PMR 446. About the early stage of the current pandemic that's going on, I did a video where I subjected this Beldray UV5R to being sprayed with, cleaned up with Dettol disinfectant. Was more of a bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing, how we need to sterilise everything. The last 24 hours or so, I discovered you could buy this dinky little thing from B&M Home Stores. This is an ultraviolet C sterilising wand. So what you do is you unfold it like that, there's a power button on the side. I press that. You'll probably see that light up, I'm not sure. It might not work actually, because it might detect that I'm pointing it at something, because there's a safety mechanism in there to stop you looking at it, and that's quite important for the perspective of skin and eye damage. So I don't even know if that's running, I don't think it is. Oh, it is actually. So I'll just put it down on the table and it is running. So that is very real. This is an ultraviolet C germicidal tube in there, so I best turn that off before I point it at my face. And that's quite important because it's ultraviolet C and it's pretty nasty if you point that at your eyes or your skin. Big Clive has videos on this subject over on bigclivedotcom, so if you actually subscribe to that channel, he's covered this in detail, how some of these ultraviolet C tubes can produce ozone as well, and how lately, in fact probably before this pandemic even began, that some unscrupulous Chinese sellers on eBay are selling what's claimed to be germicidal but really aren't. So after getting my car stuck in the snow, it's kind of not where I normally keep it at the moment. It's stuck on the roadside, not too far away from home, because the snow's been bad today. I went out, I walked down to B&M, because I can just walk down there, as you probably know from some of my videos, and pick this thing up. It runs off a rechargeable lithium battery, yet it's got an ultraviolet C tube in it, so I think there's a ballast in there that makes that work. Obviously, I'm not going to point that thing at my face, because otherwise I will cause damage and I will have itchy eyes later on. I'm not sure what material my glasses are made out of, but if they're made of glass that might help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this destructive wonder, and I'm going to, off camera, because if I put my hands anywhere near that, it's going to be quite nasty. You can just see it reflecting on there, so I'm hoping it isn't reflecting back. I'm going to go over the UV5R, which I've just propped up on the table there, with this destructive to germs, to anything really. Even the coronavirus wouldn't survive that. Ultraviolet C. Now this does not smell of ozone, because this is not the ozone generating sort of UVC. That's a different wavelength. There's two wavelengths of UVC. Big Clive will explain all. I'm not going to even go there. It's a bit beyond the scope of this. So you want to sterilise a radio, you could either do it using the Dettol spray, that was the tongue-in-cheek one, or you could use this. So chances are that there are no germs on that radio now. Chances are that's now pretty clean. It's ultraviolet C, as I said, can be pretty nasty. And if I did the back of my watch strap, and I think there might have been a wee bit horrible, and yeah, that didn't smell pleasant. So I'm guessing use your own imagination to that. So you can use that on that. Use it on your radio microphones. You can use it on anything. I do not want to get my hands anywhere near that light, because I know full well that my hand is going to smell like burning flesh if I do. So yeah, I think that's had enough time to be exposed to that. So obviously I've not seen whether that's actually done anything because, you know, I can't see that without looking at the video footage. So this thing is allegedly UVC. I think it probably is the real deal. That's probably the cleanest Baofeng UV5R of them all. And don't smell of any burning flesh or anything, so I don't think there was anything on there that would be reacting to the ultraviolet C light. So that's probably the most sterile UV5R that there is, UV5RC. So there you go. Sterilising your radios. You can either use the Dettol spray, as in my previous video, which I'll pop a little link to somewhere in this video if I haven't done it already, and ultraviolet C lamps that you can go to your local B&M Home Store and buy. You could buy this on your high street. I mean, really? It's and you can sterilise your radio gear with it, your microphones, the radio itself, handy talkies. You can sterilise it. I wouldn't leave it exposed for too long because, as I've said, UVC is pretty destructive. And also, again, I'll reiterate the warnings. Do not point that thing at people's eyes or skin, or even get your own eyes or skin in the way, because it will cause damage and you will wake up in the night with itchy eyes, and it's supposedly very unpleasant. It's not happened to me, and I'm hoping it doesn't. So, there you go. So, Paul, Mike 0, Whiskey November Uniform, or 26 Charlie Tango 730, if you catch me on 11 metres and PMR 446. This video wasn't too terribly serious. It was much like the Dettol video, which I've probably linked to by now. So, I just thought I'd do this just as a, well, you know, just to fill in. Because I'm obviously a bit stuck for ideas because we're in a bit of a lockdown again at the moment, and I can't just go and do the lockdown reviews again because that would get boring, and I haven't really got anything to review that I could potentially review. And also it's been snowing today, so that's kind of scuppered me even more, and my car is stuck and I can't get it out. So that's a pain in the backside. So, oh dear. So 7 degrees for now, guys, and keep yourselves safe from, well, the coronavirus. It's still out there, unfortunately. And I didn't do a live stream yesterday because I haven't been able to resolve the RF into the equipment issues yet. Because I'm still getting that problem. I've done some experiments and such like, and it's still getting in there. So that's why I didn't do a live stream yesterday. But this was just a not so serious, but there is a serious message with regards to the ultraviolet C, in that you do not expose your skin and eyes to it. If you want to sterilise a radio with that, no, that's absolutely fine. It's actually advertised as you can sterilise your mobile phone with it. So there you go. There's nothing saying you can't sterilise a handy talkie with it. So there you go. So 7 threes for now, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. And this little thing, £10 from B&M Home Stores if you want to go and get one. I don't know whether this one's a brilliantly working one because I'm just looking at the back of it, and is a slight bit there where I think it might have, well, I think something inside might have melted, so I might have to open that up and have a look. Right, 7 threes for now, guys.